So I'll just show you the extent of the weathering on the doors. You can see, now this is on the inside of the door, which is kind of interesting. So you can see that water even can damage doors, even on the inside. On the outside, no, I take that back, I'm sorry. This was the outside. So this is the outside of the doors. So the rain comes down and obviously pools here, even though there's places here for the rain to shed off. Here's my latch. Any kind of hardware on there catches rain over time and then lets it pool there for a little bit. So here you can see various areas on the doors that are weathered and needing some attention. And here you can see this another, like on the other door, the door is cracking, even though it's glued here with epoxy. It's cracking here along the seam where the two doors come, or the two pieces come together, and then this epoxy right here is starting to fail. Now the epoxy on the other side is perfectly good. There doesn't seem to be any issue on it at all, but I can just imagine that over time, if this bottom part, when it closes, it bangs against the bottom drop board, and that's probably why it's cracking along that seam, because it's, you know, pushing it and levering it out a little bit each time. So it might be worth sanding this down some more and getting a little bit more clearance there so that it doesn't have a lot of pressure in there. I'm going to have to work some glue into this crack so that the doors don't fail over time. Anyways, the other epoxy seems to be okay, but just be aware that when you're gluing wood on wood, it's a very good idea to make sure you sand it down so you don't have a finished surface and the glue has something to bite on. Wet out the wood with liquid resin, and then use your thickened epoxy afterwards, because from what I've been hearing from various other do-it-yourselfers, some dry wood will actually suck part of the resin into it and lose some of the capabilities of your thickened epoxy in that part. So what you want to do is prep the wood by wetting it out first, and so that way the wet liquid resin will be sucked in, and then your thickened epoxy will then be able to bite onto that and become one solid unit. Most of my joints seem to be fine on this door. Obviously you can see that I've failed a little bit on keeping the varnish applied properly, so that's my fault, taking total responsibility. Hopefully I'll be able to do that better now that the boat is in much better shape, because I was spending most of my time fixing things and shutting down leaks and things like that. So the door was one of the first projects I'd worked on, and once that was done, I turned my attention on the cabin, the headliner, and various other tasks. So this is Big Jim